1, 2,
3,
4,
go!
5,
6, 7, go! Just do like a few counts and then go again. I think we can sync on that.
Yeah, I think we can.
We just do something whack to sync every time.
Yeah, but it works, you know.
We're gonna be doing like a thing with actual voice actors at some point, and we're still gonna be syncing like that.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna be so confused. Like half of them are not gonna know to join in, and we're not gonna tell them till after the fact.
It's like, why the fuck did you join in, man?
How are you supposed to sync on that?
I just noticed my monitor stand was wrong.
What? A stand?
Dum, dum. Bum, 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 bum.
I just look forward to every time we make a set of like 3 characters for the channel, like new characters. We're just gonna show them off in JoJo poses with.
Is that the official announcing of the character?
Just whenever we show off a new set of characters.
Does the Titan count as a character?
What?
Does the Titan count as a character?
Have the Titan be in a JoJo pose?
As JoJo pose as we can get it?
Am
I hearing Bork? Was I hearing Bork?
Yeah, you are. I'm currently closing my window.
Ah, the dogs are playing outside.
No, it ain't my dog. It's a dog in the distance.
What's up, dog?
Not much. What's up with you?
I played a bit of Zelda today. As in, I scanned my amiibos that I haven't scanned yet, and that's it.
Oh yeah.
That's literally it. Also, this console is still running.
What's still running?
The console is still running. Now it isn't.
Why are you running?
Go bed.
You better go catch up to it then.
No, I got it. Don't worry about it. Are you ready?
To rumble! Pum 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 pum. Yeah, I am. Are you ready?
Sure. Who starts? Because the first line isn't marked.
The first line is Markiplier.
Find a Markiplier text-to-speech.
No, just get actual Markiplier.
That would be fucking dope.
Imagine actual Markiplier just showing up on a channel that gets like 5 views per video.
Just fucking... I mean, honestly, if you fucking donate money and ask him to say that, he will. Like, honestly.
Greetings and a good evening. We took part in the Badnormals Road to Infinity challenge. These are our submissions, and today we will go over how we made them. This is Barry.
And I am Klaus. Welcome to the atarangi. Now let's get into it.
We made 2 renders. I made mine solo, but Barry's render, well, I helped him a bit with coaching. Barry, tell them about it.
So I wanted to make a drifting scene on a curved road. Initially I wanted to do this in our The Room project. Terrible game!
One second.
We'll have to edit that.
Yeah, but this was gonna be edited anyway.
Yeah.
So this is a break. Like, you have to choose your break moments. I'm reading the script ahead a bit. Again. Like, I have to read the script in any break moment we can get. I'm gonna do a distant terrible name as well. Just a second. Terrible name. That will do.
I'm gonna take another one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come on, Mary, right? Hold on. Let me just go stand in the fucking hallway.
What? A stand?
Yes. I can actually reach the wall of the hallway. Terrible name!
Terrible name.
Fucking stacking de layers.
Terrible ami.
Terrible name.
La nom terrible.
Terrible name.
Just chucking some French in there for no reason. It's probably wrong French, and I want it to be.
Yes. Mix French and Japanese. No mayo, wat terrible.
Una mea terrible.
Those couldn't go on the screen.
What?
Those might go on the screen.
Those might be like silently the layer as well. Like panned to the left or to the right.
Let's continue.
Yep.
Okay. But this challenge gave me a reason to work on this. So I inserted the island from the project and scaled it down because it was massive. To get proper composition, I moved around stuff from the camera perspective, and once I had laid out my scene, the road would just... And once I had laid out my scene, the road was just a white plane, and since I don't like white stuff, I pulled a Medusa to make it look better. I'm doing a cutting point there because then we show the manta ray. Putting that in a video. In audio, it's simpler. Also, I'm drinking again. Fuck you.
I've been drinking the whole time.
Mm-hmm. At this point, I had a rough scene and a terrible car I made. At this point, I had a rough scene and a terrible car I made earlier. I mean, look at it. Even the decimated version looks better. So I went out and made a new car. And I must admit, I kind of like the look of our puffer.
Can you retake those last two? Because you sounded Dutch as fuck.
So I went out and made a new car. Who's the fucking British? So I went out and made a new car. I kind of like the look.
But you sounded so Dutch on your R's for some. You went like puffer.
So I went out and made a new car, and I kind of like the look of our puffer. See, I just instantly go British when I get comments on my English.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just do it. I can work with that on my next line.
No,
Anyway.
give me a second. So I went out and made a new car. That's good, right?
Yeah.
So I went out and made a new car, and I kind of like the look of our puffer.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to do mission control, damn it. No, management is not taking pre-orders yet. No, management is not taking pre-orders yet. No. Oh, damn it.
No, that's not a good. That's not a good no for mission control.
No, management is not taking pre-orders yet. I think we have a good one in there. I
Probably.
think the first one was the best.
Yeah. So that's getting put more in the background, that line.
Yeah, we're also putting a bit of effect on that.
Yeah. Because that has to be in the background, because my next line is following on your previous one, not on that. So it has to be clear that that's just a quick joke line, not actually part of the text.
Yeah.
And that works out great, because I needed a few cars for a future project anyways. After that, Barry started on the animation. We took a few different routes to get where we wanted to be. We tried using geometry nodes, but we ended up just sliding the car along a curve and adding some noise to make it adding some noise for those bumpy vibes. Why is this line hard?
It's not. It's a line. It's not hard or soft.
Adding some noise for those bumpy vibes, and now... Jesus. And now that the scene is completely roughed out... we could get to the details.
That's a lot of cutting, but sure.
You want me to retake that one?
Yeah, can you just retake the entire thing?
And that works great.
And that works great, because I needed a few cars for my future project anyway.
Why are we like fake Italian now? Mine was just like a British accent from a really obscure British area.
It is not a car, it's a pizza.
When the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie, that's some more.
So many good things, like good jokes in this fucking recording. We're gonna have to make an outtakes edition of this.
Probably.
Just put that on the live channel or whatever.
Yeah, we'll see. I see what you're saying. I see what you're slugging. And that works out great. Because I needed a few cars for a future project anyways. After that, Barry started on the animation. We took a few different routes to get where we wanted to be. We tried using geometry nodes, but we ended up just sliding the car along a curve and adding some noise for those bumpy vibes. And now that the scene is completely roughed out, we can get to the details.
First order of business was to not have the car just slide. I mean, check this out. Don't mind those squares on the trees, that's just normals. So, I animated the wheels and then proceeded to render a short section like 10 times to make sure that the wheel speed looked good. Then I needed to add steering. I also wanted to add some stylish anime vibes, so
if you could, if you ever had the dreams.
I also wanted to add some stylish anime vibes, so Klaus recommended I use grease pencil to add outlines.
We strongly recommend baking these to avoid stuff like this.
Oh, fucking hell. I can just see the images, man. Now at this point, I was still using the old leaves that look like this. But my PC wasn't really vibing with that plus the anime outlines, so I had to look for a solution. Klaus told me he had something that would work, and so now we have 2D cotton candy clouds as leaves.
It's a cloud asset by Christophe de Dene. Also, at some point we shaved the island because Barry has a pollen allergy.
The joke is more complete if you say that I was dying.
Not really, it's just longer.
Okay. Cool.
You can follow it up with a joke, though it's funner if it's not a solo joke.
Yeah, thanks for helping me not die, Klaus. I also added a sphere in the sky, which is now the moon. And added some light sources to mimic a moon. The scene was too dark otherwise. To finish things off, I added a campfire, which allowed me to steal the particles for the car's tire smoke as well. Damn it, I'm only taking that one. To finish things off, I added a campfire, which allowed me to steal the particles for the car's tire smoke as well. The fuel for the fire is just random assets from the library we created. Why am I going super Dutch there? I fucking hate it.
We created.
The fuel for the fire is just random assets from the library Library. Stop saying it in a fucking Dutch way.
Library.
Library?
Canterbury.
The fuel for the fire is just random assets from the library we created, so thanks Klaus for prepping that. I was going way too fucking fast.
That's fine.
The fuel for the fire is just random assets from the library we created. Holy fucking shit, why do I have problems with that fucking word, man? Library.
Just say it really slowly and we'll just speed it up in post.
No. The fuel for the fire was just random assets from our library we created, so thanks Klaus for prepping that.
No problem. By the way... No problem.
By the way, also?
Nah, I'm gonna leave the by the way out. No problem. Also, the fire is an... No problem. Also, the fire is from a Joey Cralino tutorial. I will keep saying this man's name incorrectly, and you can't do anything to change it.
Imagine he comes over and slaps YouTube chicks.
I invite him to do so. It will get us clout.
Not even like stream or anything, just make a video. Joey Cralino punched me in the face so I would say his name correctly for fucking once. Right, the final thing that was giving me a headache was the damn end portal. So I added a shrine gate around it to make it blender a bit better. That fucking flow is not good. Right, the final thing that was giving me a headache was the damn end portal.
Your right had a weird question mark at the end. You need to do more of a confirming, right? Like, right. Yeah, like that.
Right. The final thing that was giving me a headache was the damn endpoint.
This is a simple mining mission.
This is a simple mining mission. Recover the Morkite, kill some aliens, and get back to the ship.
I honestly think we're just gonna put this audio, like, mostly unedited on the live channel.
Yeah.
Like, just a few things that we don't want out there cut out, and then just have the rest be an outtakes thing.
Right, the final thing that was giving me a headache was the damn end portal. So I added a shrine gate around it to make it blender a bit better. I learned a lot while working on this project, so I then proceeded to not use Blender for like 2 weeks. And then I remembered Klaus still needs some more cars, so I made this.
Alright. Done, Barry?
Give me a second. I know that was your line, but I needed to scroll down.
Yeah, take your time. Take your chances.
Can you ask me that question again?
Alright. You done, Barry?
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do another yes so I can roll into my line?
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Good. Now let's move into my sky zone. I did not know what I wanted to do, so I just kind of followed the flow. I started off with this animated sky texture. Here are the notes for that and some relevant tutorials. Then I added... Then I froze. Then I added this pathway here using a generator by... That's a long name. Put it on the screen. I used this... My text isn't fully on screen. 1 second, I need to zoom.
Do I read out the name?
Oh no, we put it on screen.
Yeah, but that way I have a way to... I have one, a way to butcher it, which makes it even funnier. And 2, I read it, so I have an extra line in your section.
Yes, but whisper it in like an epic way and pen it from left to right.
Okay. Well, the panning is done in that.
Yeah, that's simple.
Casper Anklet Franson.
Perfect.
That's... I forgot the R. Perfect.
Perfect. Do I have a random in my text?
Where?
I use this material.
Do I say that?
Do you say what?
The
Why?
I don't know.
Also, we've already said it, so if we would decide on it in post, we can just use that, so you don't need to do it again. I used this material. I also added these pillars using Blender's built-in wall generator.
Oh, you added an I in there. I'm just gonna layer the A on top.
The A with a bunch of reverb. When I started this, we recently watched Your Name. So I added a comment, obviously. Now what am I supposed to do with that? Add a tail. It's inspired by this tutorial from Sketches for Humanity. I added some sparklies to that. Now add some sparklies to it as well. These sparklies were done with a particle system and then made star shape in the compositor with the glare node. Then I added wispies from... Then I added the wispies you see in the video. They are from a tutorial by, let's give it a shot, Graham Wiebe. He's a weeb apparently in the way I pronounce it.
Are you sure it's Weeby and not Wise?
What?
If it's a B with a stripe coming out of the bottom, it's a double S.
I think I copy-pasted the text, so it shouldn't be. But anyways, to get some more movement was the reason for adding those. And finally, I added the cloud floor. That's done by having the volume take up the shape of some weird icospheres I made. And then I made the clouds move by adding a modifier to that. Here's a screenshot to make that more clear, I guess, because I didn't explain it very well. Well, I could have done something with the portal at the end, but I got lazy, so I didn't. But here's what that would have looked like. Barry, anything to add?
This is a simple mining mission.
And we'll mine you next time. Yes, I'm rolling with that.
I was like, okay, so what the fuck am I gonna say?
I love how hyper casual I went at the end.
That's a fucking video.
Because, like, we're
if you
leaving
watch-
the discussion on how to pronounce the name in, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Like the Graham
in the-
Wiebe name.
in the uncut version.
No,
on
no,
the live
it's
channel.
on the real version.
You sure?
Yes, because I comment on it.
Because this is also gonna be on the live channel, like this conversation right now.
Yeah, these are gonna be on the live channel, and we'll see you next time.
Fucking double outro in the video.
Also an end screen right now.